Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know who it is, it's JJ, and let me move some of this stuff out the way. So as y'all can see, we're in ACV. We haven't won any cars this month, but it is what it is, you know. Kicking off the new year, we figuring out what we're gonna do with the game plan and stuff like that. All right, so let me make sure the audio's, make sure my mic is up, make sure we good. Well, as y'all can see, we did a thing of open lanes last. Now I'm back last, but now we're here on ACV, so we can start out with. That's my floor plan. We'll make a whole video of the floor plan and their fees, but this is, like I said, I use my floor plan here and there. ACV. I buy a couple cars every now, 3 or 4 cars every now and again. It ain't nothing crazy. My floor plan right now is only have a 10,000. I only have a 10,000 through ACV. I didn't want more. Like they offered me like 25, 30. But my thing is, like, I don't never want to get in over my head. You know, that's because I did that the first time when I first got into the car business. I got a floor plan, and it was like 40,000, and then, you know, when cars not selling, you got to pay that much back. I feel like 10 grand is comfortable. I can pay that back, you know, with ease. So I wanted to get something that I can do, because they keep asking me, do I want to up it? Anything, I want to just keep it simple here on here. You know, if it worst case scenario, but the floor plan is for 90 days. You know, it's 10,000. I'll just show y'all. As y'all can see, 10,000. I've used 7,000. I got these 3 cars floored. That's my available credit. Last payment, next payment due is on this one. So as you can see, this one has 12 days left, 61. So as you can see, this one has 12 days left. So I'll be paying 12 days for that Dodge Dart, because I sat around and procrastinated and let it sit there. This one has 60 days left. This one has 70 days. But, you know, I only owe 7,000. But that's one of these cars I could sell 4 or 5,000 and pay majority of that when it happens. But, you know, these two right here, like they're going to sell. These are for tax time. So as you can see, I bought a 2016 Chrysler 200. After the floor plan and everything, total of 1,900. 2012 Kia Optima, 2,100. These are going to be both sell these during tax time, probably about 4,500, 5 grand. So I'll make about 3 grand here, make about 24, 25 here. This one I'm using for Toro, so that money is slowly going up. So that's why I'm just not really too worried. It's Toro, because this one meets the Toro's guidelines. But yeah, so that's what I want to do. This one's making money. It's close to almost paying for itself. What I made out Toro, I got the update on that eventually, but it's close to making what it's doing on Toro. These two, like I said, tax time, but in 12 days, probably today or tomorrow, I'll end up just going ahead and just paying it off, and then I'll just go in and end up and probably try to buy like 2 or 3 more cars, so I can have about 5, 6 for tax time. But that's that. So we'll have to look at that more, and I'll break it down. But let's just go to ACV. Is barely, like, they don't have the breakdown. So this is why I don't use them as often as I use backlots, because they just don't have a breakdown for me, you know, as well as possible. Like, see, they got green, yellow, blue, which is pretty cool. And then they have the ACV estimate, which is also cool. You know, they can ACV estimate. I think this vehicle will sell for based on a variety of the data points. So basically what they feel like the car sells for. So you got to pay for a Carfax, unlike backlots and, I mean, open lanes. They have the auto check there. So that's one thing because I don't have to waste money paying for no Carfax. I can just show everything through the auto check. So that's one thing too. And then, like, their breakdown is like pretty, like, kind of like basic. But one thing about them that they do differently from open lanes, they put an audio recording of every car on here, so you can listen to what everyone sounds like. Compared to open lanes, they're only going to do it if it's ticking or something. And sometimes a tick or something like that, or a knock or something like that, the person that's listening might not catch it. So it's good to just be able to get the audio representation every time, though. Let me take my headphones out and make. Like, they do a decent breakdown. They do a good job of like photographing everything. So as you can see, they do a good job of like photo and everything. So that's one thing that I do. I get them a little bit better than open lanes. They do video. I mean, they take pictures of whoever the people that takes picture. They do a better job sometimes than like open lanes. Open lanes, they'll miss some stuff. Usually with here, they do a good job taking stuff like this. Sometimes on open lanes wouldn't like take a picture of stuff like this, but they'll, you know, take a picture of stuff like that. Let's see, they got 31 exterior, 11 interior, 5 mechanicals. They got 3 of the OB2, so you can see they ran the code on it. They didn't find any codes. Bam. You got additional stuff. And then the damages, which is, it's hard to see the damage. It's gonna be hard to see, I don't know, like in the rain. But yeah, this is just ACV though, but they got the fleet and lease cars. This is kind of my search right here, because I don't want anything that's too far. Like my cars are coming from like Dallas, Houston area, so I don't want them to be like too far out, because like, yeah, I can get them out a little bit more, but then it just really doesn't be making no sense with the transport and stuff. And see, but this is kind of like ACV. They have a timer, so either you're gonna have a timer of like 16 minutes, like it's gonna be like 20 minutes, or it's gonna be, these are gonna be like an hour and a half. So some of them runs on like an hour plus hour and like almost 2 hour time. I think it's like an hour and 45 minutes. So these ones have a longer time to run, but like I said, they do a decent breakdown, but it's not like as, so like they'll show like right here, you got green, yellow, and stuff like that. And I can go over there. We can just click on it. If y'all want me to make a video separately, let me know in the comment section below if y'all want to make a video separately of, you know, what the lights mean on ACV. But yeah, so it tells you like hail damage, internal engine noise, got a branded title, open recalls, rebuilt, the title rebuilt in 2020, salvaged in 2016, airbags deployed in 2015, such blah, blah, all that stuff. But see, what I don't like is that they didn't drive the vehicle. So they put it up there on like green and yellow, but they didn't drive the vehicle though. So that's like my biggest knock with them compared to open lanes. That's why I like open lanes, because like this only like it shows you all the pictures and it shows you stuff, but it doesn't tell you it in depth like open lanes. Like open lanes going to tell you like, oh man, the car is making a clunking noise, popping, is making a clicking and clackling, it's popping, is making this noise, it's pulling to the right, it's pulling to the left, you know, wheel bearing noise. They shifted it up to 40 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour, you know, stuff like that. That's why I'm always on like backlights and stuff like that, because people be like, oh, you bought those little like older cheaper cars. Like, yeah, I bought those older cheaper cars off of backlights and stuff, but on those older cheaper cars, they all been running and driving good. You know, that's why I like that. Even on an older, like they even on an older car, they still treat it the same way as a more expensive car and stuff like that. But yeah, you got the run list. But I'm only on ACV. This is the day I'll be on ACV, and I'll be on here later, you know, right about 4 o'clock. So that's when I'll be on here, is when no reserve. This is when like whatever these cars bring is what they sell. You know, these is basically absolute sales. So that's what basically the no reserve is. So like these cars is coming, all these cars are going to be absolute sales. So whatever money, don't matter if this brings $100. You know, I have one car's on no reserve for $100, so I can go show y'all on some like a car that I won a while ago. As y'all can see, I be buying cars every so often, not, you know, more, like I said, more off of what's the name. It was a while ago, but I bought a car for $100 though. But it's possible. I won it for $100. I won a car for $100. It was on a no reserve. It needed a headlight, and then the fender is actually on my YouTube. It's actually on my YouTube channel. So I put some hubcaps on it. I changed the oil and everything. Got a fender. It only had 173,000 miles, but I changed the oil, put the fender and the headlight in there. $3,500. You know, I won it for $100. You know, I end up paying, you know, paid more to transport it. Paid the same amount in a buyer fee, but I paid more to transport the car, so it was $549 altogether. But you know, it was a car for $100. You can't beat it. So that happened though. I win cars all the time on like no reserve. This one. So like this one, like this is the last one I won off of no reserve. So it was right here, 2016. Thank you. You know. This is the last one I won. It was a 2016. So as you can see, 1,000 is what I won it for. Buyer fee was 175, transport 559, and then to put it on my ACV capital cost me $159 to floor it for 90 days. So basically, you know, I have 90 days to pay this much money, which that's nothing because I can finance this car with $2,000, $2,500 down. You know, after I fix the little minor stuff. Like, cause it's a little damage right here in the front. So let me go to the damage, like the windshield. It's not right here. It's like these little fog grills right, like at the bottom. Like, I'm not gonna fix that little stuff. Like detailing it up, we're gonna definitely detail the car. That's mandatory after we change the oil. But it's like the little, so it's got like a little crease in the door. And then it's got like some little damage right here, like right there. And then this new like little bottom grill piece right here, like I need that bottom grill right there and there. So this is gonna cost me about $300-400 to fix it all the way up like I needed to go. But yeah, this is the last car I bought on no reserve, but that's every Tuesday and Thursday is no reserve. So you can find you some good deals. Won this one off of kids, but this has been long ago, and I think I showed y'all too. Like I said, a lot of times I'll win a car and I'll end up paying more to transport the car than what I actually paid for the car. Like as you can see, I paid $350, $100 buyer fee, but it was more. I paid more to transport it than what I bought it in. So, but who cares? It was a 2011. Just needed a hood and some headlights. That was nothing. Easy little fix. And it needed alignment. It was out of line. So put that in there. I went to the salvage yard, got the matching color hood in the grill, put the headlight in there, aligned it, and sold it for $3,500. You know, I profited like $2,200 after all said and done. But that's the only thing. Like you taking a little bit more of a chance just because like they didn't tell me how it drove, so I was taking the chance. Like, oh, it's running and driving. Like they didn't say anything. Like usually they'll say like transmission issue. Like they'll lease. Like let me show you like one car that I bought that I took a chance on that I won. It was a while back. It was this one. So I actually blew $3,200, you know. I mean, really 39, and I didn't like. Luckily the car was clean, and I ended up selling it for $3,000, like to somebody that wanted to put a transmission in there. So luckily I didn't lose. I only lost like I lost like $1,000 at the end of the day because see, it says transmission issue and a code present. So I came to it and I looked at the control and I was like, oh, pressure control solenoid. Oh, that shouldn't be nothing too crazy. Actually it was. So, you know, end up taking an L on that one, but it is what it is. It happens. Well, yeah, I tell you, like I said, I buy a couple cars every now and again. I just keep my balance up. I might once I get to kicking on like finance as much. Once I start doing finance and getting better and better, and as I'm bringing in more customers and stuff like that, like because my finance is steady growing, slowly growing. It's a slow growth, but when I get to the point where I'm getting more and more customers in, then I'm gonna up this till you know where I'll be spending the more cars, and I'll probably do more buying off of ACV. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing that this auction goes on. It's going on all day. Literally, you know, who called me? Oh, my brother called me. But yeah, this auction literally goes on all day. So if you're on your phone, it'll be buzzing, bing, 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 bing. But it's going on all day. But it's really just it. You know, it's just basically just an auction. It'll be literally right there on my phone. So as y'all can see, it's literally right there. I just click on my phone and see. And the thing too with this one, like you really like you can put cars on your watch list, but it's like with backlights and open lanes, I get a text message every time I'm outbidded. Like so, if somebody outbids me, or if the car is up for a buy now, it's cool because I can just click on my phone, bam, hit outbid the person or hit the buy now. So it's kind of just a little breakdown. Show y'all, but you can put in any type of make and model, auction ID. So like if you want to search a car specifically, like if you've seen a car and you couldn't get back to it, if you just write down like this auction ID, like bam, just write it down. Then you can just always just go back and find it. Like okay, stop doing all this extra stuff. So bam, you can always just go back and find it. So if you was like, oh, where that car is, that's it. And you can make your search however you want. You can edit your search up. You can be a Chevy person. Like I said, my max value is 8,000 because 8,000 is where I want the max. I don't want to go over 8,000. And I don't want the car to be no more than 650 miles away from me. But yeah, that's ACV, man. It's just really just sit on here. You can literally sit on here all day and just keep looking at cars. So, but you could, but it's not really needed. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, if y'all want a little bit more, but if there's anything that y'all want to see that I didn't really go over, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to go over with you guys. Appreciate everybody for rocking with me. I'm out. Peace.